Now, today's topic is digital communications. Then, what is the digital communications? It is communication in between the one-way communications, that is one form to another form. Then there are two types of communication: analog communications and digital communications. This we will discuss about the digital communications. Then this is the points of digital communication: code modulations, differential pulse code modulations, delta modulation, adaptive delta modulations, compounding, TDM and FDM, and communication systems. Then we will discuss in details in these points. Then first point is the pulse code modulations. In this pulse code modulations, it is pulse modulations. This is the type of pulse modulations like as PAM, PWM or PPM. Then there is a important difference between the PAM, PWM and the pulse modulation system is the PCM is a digital pulses. This is the modulation system. Then the PCM output is an coded digital form. It is in the form of digital pulses of a constant amplitude, width and position. The PCM transmitter are sampling, quantizing and encoding the signals. Then these operations are usually performed in the same circuit. It is called analog to digital converters. It should be understood that the PCM is not modulations in the conventional sense. Then the PCM characteristics of carrier is varied in proportion with the amplitude of the signal, that is nothing but the sort happen in these signals. Then the PCM is a essentials from the code words. These code words a PCM systems consist of, there are two types, encoder and the decoder. Encoder it is called as transmitter and decoder it is called as receiver. Then first point is PCM transmitter. Then PCM transmitter it is also called as encoder. This is the block diagram of PCM transmitter. Input is applied to the continuous time message signal. Then by using low pass filter, sample and hold circuits, quantizer, encoder, analog to digital converter and parallel to serial converters. Then the working of this diagram, the PCM transmitter is analog signal is passed through. It is a continuous time message signal, that is analog signal is passed through a band limiting low pass filter which is has a cutoff frequency f. This will not any frequency component higher than the bandwidth, and this is the elimination of the possibility is the aliasing method. Then the bandwidth is limited. Analog signal is then applied to the sample and hold circuit, whereas it is sampled to the adequately high sampling rate. This is the output of sample and hold circuits is the flat top PAM signals. Then these signals are then subjected to the operation. It is called as quantizations. That is in the quantization process is the process of approximation. It is explained in the next points. Quantization is used to the reduce of effect of noise, and the combined effect of sampling and quantization produces a quantized PAM at the quantizer output. The quantized PAM pulses are applied to the encoder, which is basically to the analog to digital converter. Each quantized level is converted into a number of bits digital word by a to D converter. The value of number of bits it is used in 8, 16, 34, 64, etc. Then the encoder output is converted into the stream of pulses by the parallel to serial converter. These blocks are used in the parallel to serial communications, that is the PCM transmitter output. We get a train of digital pulses. Then a pulse generator produces into a stream of pulses by the parallel to serial converter. Then the PCM output will get the pulse of generator produces a train of rectangular pulses with each pulse duration times in seconds. The frequency of this signal is f. Then this signal acts as a sampling signal for the sample and hold circuits. Then the same signal acts as a clock signal with the parallel to serial converters, and then this frequency is adjusted to the satisfy of the PCM transmitter. The range of input signal magnitude is divided into the 8 equal levels, each levels denoted by the digital words between the 0 0 and 1 1. Then it is the sample of amplitude, then a digital word, it is 1 is transmitted. If the signal is a second, then the transmitted word is 0. If the example of we have converted the amplitude into the 3-bit codes, then the number of bits per word can be used as high as 8 or 9 or 10. This is the working of PCM transistor by you. It is also called as encoder. Then second point is the PCM receiver. It is called as decoder. Block diagram of PCM receiver. It is the modulations, input signals and noise is added to the receiver part. Then the output is the analog output. The working of this PCM receivers, the PCM signal is the noise is available to the receiver inputs. The PCM signal with noise is available to the receiver's inputs. Then regeneration circuits are used here at the receiver. Then will separate the PCM pulses from the noise and will the reconstruct the original PM signals. Then this pulse generator has to operate in synchronization with that the transmitter are used. That is the regeneration circuit output will get the PCM signals. The reconstruction of PCM signal is possible due to digital nature of PCM signals. The reconstructed PCM signal is then passed through the serial to parallel converters. The output is applied to the decoder. Then decoder is a digital to analog converter which performs exactly the opposite operation of the encoder. Then encoder is opposite to the decoder. Then decoder output is a sequence of quantized multi-level pulses. Then quantized PAM signal is the obtained output of the decoder. Then the quantized signals is passed through a low pass filters to recover the analog signals. Then the low pass filter is called a reconstruction filter. Its cutoff frequency is equal to the message bandwidth. The quantization process is the rounding of sample signal in the PCM transmitted is applied to the quantizer blocks of these receiver signals. This is the working of PCM receiver or decoder. Then next modulation is the differential pulse code modulations. The differential pulse code modulation is a technique of analog to digital signal convergence. This technique samples the analog signal and then quantize the difference between the sampled value and its predicted value. Before going to discuss differential code pulse modulation, we have to know of the demerits of the PCM. The sample of a signal is highly correlated with each other. Then the signal's value from the present sample to the next sample does not differ by the large amount of the values. Then when these samples are encoded by the standard PCM system, the resulting encoded signals contains some redundant information bits of the differential pulse code modulations. The sampling frequency is selected to the higher of the Nyquist rest. These samples are encoded by using 3-bit PCM. The samples are quantized to the nearest digital level as the small circles of modulations. This is the then definition of differential pulse code modulation is it is an intelligent decision to take a predicted sampled value, assume from its the previous output, and summarize them with the quantized value. Is this such process is called as differential pulse code modulations techniques. This definition is important to ask questions. What is the differential pulse code modulations? Then principle of differential pulse code modulations. If the redundancy is reduced, then the overall bit rate will decreases and the number of bits is required to transmit one sample who will also reduce. This type of digital pulse modulations technique is called as differential pulse code modulations. The value of present sample is predicted from the previous samples, then prediction may not be exacted on the modulations. Then next point is a differential pulse code modulation transmitter. The transmitter consists of a comparator, quantizer, prediction filter, and encoder. There are mostly this part is involved in the transmitters: comparator, quantizer, prediction, and encoder. This is the block diagram of differential pulse code modulations transmitter. The sample's input is the sample signals. Then this is the comparison of signals. Summation sign indicates the comparator and quantizer, prediction filter, and encoder. Then working of these circuits, the sample signal is denoted by the X in bracket NTS, and predicted signal is indicated by the prediction filter X N of TS. The comparator finds out the difference between the actual sample value and predicted value. This is called as signal error of this transmitter. Then the predicted value is produced by the using prediction table. Then this quantizer output signal and previous prediction is added. Then the given input to the prediction filter, this signal is makes by the prediction closer to the actually sample signal. Then the quantized error signal is very small. Then the quantized error signal is very small and can be encoded by using a small number of bits. Then thus the number of bits per sample is reduced in the differential pulse code modulations of the processes. Then next one is the differential pulse code modulation receivers. The differential, in order to construct the received digital signals in the digital pulse code modulation receiver, it consists of decoder, prediction filter are mostly used in the absence of noise. The encoded receiver input will be same as the encoded transmitter outputs. Then working of the digital pulse code modulations, this we discussed the predictor undertakes a value based on the previous outputs. Then the input is given to the decoder, is processed to the output is sum of the output of predictor to obtain better output. That is the means of first of all decoder will reconstruct the quantized from the original signals. Then therefore these signals are received differs from the actual signal by quantization error, which is introduced in the permanently of reconstructed signals of the differential pulse code modulations. Then comparison of pulse code modulations and differential code modulations. First parameter is the number of bits. In pulse code modulations, it uses 4, 8 or 16 bits per sample. In differential pulse code modulations, it less than the PCM bits. Second, level step size. The levels or step size of the pulse code modulations is fixed step size. It is cannot varied. Then differential code modulations, a fixed number of levels are used in the modulations. Then bit redundancy, the pulse code modulations is present and differential pulse code modulations it can permanently remove. Distortion, the pulse code modulations quantization error and the distortion, it is depends on the number of levels are used. In differential pulse code modulations, it is distortion, slope overload distortion and quantization noise are present, but the very less as compared to the PCM process. The next point is the bandwidth. The bandwidth of the pulse code modulations, higher bandwidth has been required since the number of bits is absent. Then differential pulse code modulations is in the lower than PCM modulations. Next, feedback of the circuits. In pulse code modulations, it is no feedback the transmitter and receivers. In differential pulse code modulation is the feedback is exist. Complexity, the pulse code modulations is the complexity of notations and differential pulse code modulations, it is the simple of notations. Then SNR, signal to noise ratios. In pulse code modulations, it is very good, and digital pulse code modulations, it is very fair. Applications of the system, the digital pulse code modulations, it is mainly used in speech, image and audio signals of compressions. It is conducted on a signals with the correlation between successive samples. It is leads to the good compression ratios. In these images, correlation between the neighboring pixels in video signals and correlation is between the same pixels in the frames and inside the frames of the circuits. This is the comparison of PCM and digital pulse code modulations of the circuits. Then next point is the adaptive delta modulations. The adaptive delta modulations is the modulation is the refined form of delta modulations. This method was introduced to solve the granular noise and slope overload error it is caused by the during delta modulations. These modulations methods, it is similar to delta modulations, that the step size is variable according to the input signals. In the adaptive delta modulations, it is the fixed value in adaptive delta modulations. This is the block diagram of adaptive delta modulations. There are input signals x n of ts. There are comparator are used, logical for step size control, 1 bit quantizer, delay, and the comparator output. We get the comparison between the output of these circuits. Then working of the adaptive delta modulations. The transmitter circuits, it consists of summation, quantizer, and delay circuit and logic circuits for the step size control. Then the baseband signal is given to the input signals. The feedback circuit is present in a transmitter is an integrator. This integrator generates the staircase approximation of the previous samples. At the summer circuits or adder circuits, the difference between present sample and staircase approximation of the previous samples is calculated. This error signal is passed to the quantizer where the quantized value is generated. The step size control block controls to the step size of either quantized value is high or low. The quantized signal is given as the output. At the receiver end, demodulation takes place. The receiver has two parts. First part is the step size control. Here, the received signal is passed through a logic step size control where the step size is produced from each incoming bit. Then the step size is decided based on present and previous inputs. In the second part of the receiver is the accumulator circuits. It recreates the staircase signals. Then the waveform is applied to the low pass filter. It smoothness of the waveform and recreates the original signals of the adaptive delta modulations. In the adaptive delta modulations, the step size of the staircase signal is not fixed and changes depending upon the input signal. Then advantages of adaptive delta modulations. The adaptive delta modulation decreases slope error present in the delta modulations. Then during the demodulations, if use a low pass filter which removes a quantized noise, the slope overload error and granular error present in delta modulations are solved using these modulations. The signal to noise ratio of this modulation is better than delta modulations. This modulation provides a robust performance, and this reduces the need for error detection and correlation circuits in the radio designs. Then next point is the compending. The compending is the non-uniform quantization. It is reduced to the implemented to remove the signal to quantization noise ratio of weak signals. The quantization noise is the n square divided by 2 of the signals. This the uniform quantization once the step size is fixed and the quantization noise power remains constant. But the signal power is not constant. It is proportional to the square of signal amplitude, and signal power will be small for the weak signals. Then next, the signal to quantization noise ratio for the weak signals is very poor, and this will affect the quantity of signals, and this is called as compending. Compending in the term of is derived from two words, compression and expansion. That is, compending is equal to compression plus expanding. The practically it is difficult to implement the non-uniform quantization because it is not known to the advance of change in the signal levels. This is the weak signals are amplified and strong signals are attenuated in the applying of uniform quantization. This process is called as compression and the provides of the compressor. It is the receiver exactly opposite process. It is followed which is called expansion. This circuit used for providing expansion, it is called as expander. The compression of signal at the transmitter and expansion at the receiver is combined to be called compending of the circuits. Then this is the model of compending. The process of compending the compressor of weak signals. The first is the input signal is applied to the compressor and uniform quantizer expander, then the output signals. The compender is the process of for the positive input signal and negative input signals. There are two signals are used in this process. Then the compressor provides higher gain to the weak signals and smaller gain to the strong input signals. These weak signals are artificially boosted to the improve the signals to quantization noise ratio. In this comparator has been shown only for the positive input signals, but we can draw it the negative input signals by using the same principles of the characteristics. It provides small gain for weak input signal and large gain for strong input signals. This is the working of compendings. Then next point is the delta modulator transmitter. The delta modulator transmitter is the block diagram of delta modulation transmitter. The input signals is quantized by using comparator. Both signals are applied to the comparator. This comparator output goes high if x dash of t is less than x of t. It goes low if x of t is less than x dash of t. Then the comparator output is either 1 or 0. The sample and hold circuits with the levels for emitter clock cycles period. Then the output of sample and hold circuits is transmitted as the output of digital modulation systems. The information which is transmitted in the 1 bit per clock cycle is being sent. This will reduce the bit rate and hence the bandwidth is created. The transmitted signal is also used to decide the mode of operation of an up or down counter. The counter frequency increments by 1 and decrements by 1 at the falling edge of each clock pulses. This is the working of delta modulation transmitter. Then delta modulation receiver. The block diagram of delta modulation receiver, it is compared with the transmitter. You will find that it is identical to chain of block producing the signal is approximated signals. The original modulated signal can be recovered back by passing these signals through a low pass filters. The digital modulated signal input is applied to the up-down counter, synchronization, digital to analog converter, low pass filters, and analog output is duplicated in the delta modulations receivers. Then features of delta modulations receiver. The output code word, it consists of only one bit. It has no need of framing. Then simplicity of design for the transmitter and receivers. It is less bit rate and lower bandwidth. Then application of digital modulation, delta modulator for some type of digital communications, for digital voice storage in these modulations processes.